Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Harley Davidson's new launch for 2026, part 1. We're going to talk about the launch, what we think about it, talk about what we think about the bikes, paints, and everything else, and see what we're looking forward to in part 2 in January, and kind of dissect everything a little bit. So let's start with the launch, because every year this is like a big topic of discussion. Oh yeah, guys, and we got Jerry, the coolest bike guy now. He's in the building. Yeah, so every year this is like kind of a big discussion. We kind of dissect every launch and do we like it, do we not like it, the direction they take with these things. So yeah, let's just, what do you think? What do you think about the launch?
I mean, I wouldn't call it, what do they call it?
It's called Chapter 1.
Yeah, Chapter 1 should be the apex or whatever, the front of the book or whatever. It's like the first page. I mean, it was great that they pulled in Bill Davidson.
I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah. It was good that they had some of the guys and that they went around and kind of did like a little thing with the workers and stuff like that. It was kind of good. That's always about the heritage stuff or whatever, which you got to bring people back to or whatever. But as far as the products, I mean, basically everything's a carryover. It's just different colors.
For the part 1 right now.
For part 1, it's different colors. They teased Chapter 1, where they teased a little bit about the other stuff with the covers.
But we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
It's more so about the actual launch. And
yeah,
the storytelling.
I mean, it's always presented well. I mean, everything's scripted well and it kind of flows or whatever. It's not kind of all over the place like the one they did with the builders, and it was like jumping here, jumping there, jumping there.
Yeah.
You know, it was more fluid.
Yeah. I liked the storytelling on this one.
Yes, it was better, and it was a lot better, like I said, with Bill Davidson up there.
Yeah.
Than what's his name, Yokin or whatever.
I think that the storytelling was pretty cool, and the way they kind of involved everyone from the factories, and hey, this is we're here. This is an American company. We're made in America, made by Americans. The storytelling was pretty cool. What I think they could have done better was go into depth more into the actual bikes though.
Yes.
And
they never do that.
They never do that. And show more of the colors. Show more of the little details.
Or the functions even.
These are the things that people actually want to see. Like the storytelling is pretty cool, but people actually want to see the functionality of the bikes and up close with the colors and up close to each bike, where most of the time it's just like
the colors are kind of back and you're not sure. Like I was going to get to when we get to the colors, I'll tell you why.
Exactly. So it's like they're all laid out, but it's like more close-ups of the bikes, touching the bikes, talking about each different bike. I think that would be a little bit better. But I did like the launch. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought they did a good job with it.
It wasn't the worst one, and it wasn't their best one, but it was kind of like middle of the road. It's just kind of like.
Okay.
I mean, they've had some really bad launches a couple of years ago, but this was all right.
I liked it. What you think about the colors for 2026 now?
Only color I liked, possibly that I would think about if I was buying my own bike, would be the teal with the black.
The black and teal?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
I'd have to see it in person though.
It's pretty. I want to see it in person.
The teal by itself on the breakout looks like it'd be really nice.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of the olive and black. You don't like it? What?
No. I mean, I could.
This guy never likes anything cool.
I have to see it in person, but I would say no. I'm not a big green person.
No.
Especially pea green like that. That's like a pea green.
I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Because the teal's cool, but to me the teal's like super out there. Like the teal's cool, like for like a very special project bike.
Like kind of like this, except a little.
No, that's black.
Is that black? It looks green.
You know, are you colorblind now?
It looks yellow and green.
Like
you're wearing yellow and green. I thought you were like some Packers
no.
shit.
Yeah, the teal is cool. I like it, but it's like something you see like on a super like bike build, like a special color. But it's
They got rid of Firestorms. I was a little disappointed. And I guess that didn't sell.
I mean, they were gonna bring that up again. It's like that was.
Well, they brought the white back, and they brought what else did they bring back? They brought black.
Yeah, but those are
gray. I'm glad.
Those are simple colors, though.
The gray, I'm glad they darkened it.
Yeah.
I got to see it in person, but yeah, last year was kind of.
I'm happy they darkened it up. In the pictures, it looks a little better.
Yeah. Be even better if it was more like a charcoal gray.
The white looks sick on the Lowrider ST though.
Yes.
Oof.
Because that,
White sand
I'm not a big fan of, I'm going to say it, but I'm not a big fan of it, but that would look great with some pinstriping.
Yeah.
That would look, and a nice different emblem.
And you could go with any color with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it has red on it as well.
That stood out to me like the blue, the burst blue with the chrome.
You know what? Because it has a little red accents here and there.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because it has.
It was like the CVO from two
It has like Harley Davidson written on the
red?
tank badge, the tank emblem. I mean, and then the Harley logo on the badges on the bags are red, I believe.
Yes.
So think about super simple, but some black and some gray pinstriping on that. Oh, it looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
It looks sick.
Like kind of like the designs you did on your carbon frame.
Yeah, but in
different colors.
In those colors, yeah. I like that a lot. I think the colors are better this year than last year. So far, I mean, we haven't seen the CVO colors yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of the CVO colors.
See, I
last
like
year.
the CVO colors last year. I like the purple and I like the Raven metallic. Raven fade metallic.
Oh, the Raven fade. That one was cool.
Yeah.
That one was cool. I mean, honestly,
They had
last
something
year,
similar to that in 18 and 19 on the Ultras.
the red CVO ST. That to me,
I'm not a big red guy, but that kind of popped.
that would have been my number one pick.
My number
for
one
CVOs
pick
last year.
for last year would have been, CVO would have been the Raven Fade Metallic. And if I was buying a Lowrider ST, would have been the blue with the chrome.
The blue with the chrome, yeah. Beautiful color.
Yeah.
But-
Or my second choice would be that, that same color they came back with, the what's it called?
White Sand Pearl?
No, the gray. The Iron Horse Metallic.
Iron Horse Metallic
with
is
black.
beautiful.
Yeah, but if I'm doing the chrome, I got to do the blue.
I mean, last year they had some pretty good colors last
Yes.
year. I don't know. I'm over here saying I like this year's better.
I want to see this orange, but I'm not big on orange.
There's some colors from last year that I didn't care for, and then there's some colors this year that I'm like, whatever. So it's like they both.
I mean, all their paint is done spectacularly.
Yeah, of
it's like
course.
the best paint in the industry. Like, there's nobody that touches their paint.
No. Harley paint's always up there, man.
But I'm like, I don't know. It's not really anything exciting.
What did you think about the Solo?
I like
The Solo trim package.
I like the Solo idea.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Good idea if the standard color was black, because you only can get it one color.
Right.
If you can get option colors, like why can't you give it to me if I say I want to pay $500 more? Give me black.
Well,
You can't.
the gray is the new base color. Before, black used to be the base color.
Black would sell more than the grays.
I agree with you.
So people might not buy it just because of that. If they could upcharge $500 and get the black, they'd be like, sure, because you don't need the seat, you don't need the pack. Like how many of our groups ride Solo? Almost everybody. I'm the only one who doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I would prefer. I think it makes more sense in black, but they're not gonna do it black because now they're charging for black. Yeah. Now, if black was the base color, for sure, 100% with you.
Now the kicker is in 2024, that's the same price the bike was with all the stuff on it. Then they raised it $2,000 in 2025, and now they took the $2,000 away. So they didn't really do you any favors. The only one I kind of like, out of all those, I would probably pick the Heritage Solo.
I'd pick up the Street Bob.
That too. Yeah, that too.
The Street Bob at $14,000 right now.
I've been thinking about a Street Bob. That would be an awesome build.
And you have all the riding modes, right?
Change the bars anyway. You could put
I actually like the stock bars.
I do like the stock bars.
I love the stock bars.
I like the stock Mini Apes.
I think they're awesome. They
I would have
great.
to put forward controls on it for me. And I'd maybe do an Advent Black ST fairing. Maybe.
If you wanted to go that route. But it's like...
Actually, I'd probably lean more towards going back to the Memphis Shades ones that are detachable, so I take it off.
I would do like a sport touring, down sport touring. I would do like a...
Oh, like the one you had.
Like the HD fairing.
Yeah, what the hell is that called? Cafe fairing? No,
I forgot the name of it. I do that, where I put like a Memphis Shades on it, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just do it. I like the Street Bob the way it is. Yeah. I would just leave it as...
The only thing I don't like on the Street Bob is the gaiters. But I don't think that one has the gaiters on it.
It does, but you just cut them.
Yeah.
Take them off.
Yeah, I think the Street for the money. I think the Street Bob's the best bang for your buck because you're getting a 117.
117. You got the rider modes, and then you got then you got all the rider safety enhancements as well.
And it's coming with mags and like what else do you? I mean like
tubeless. as well.
Yeah.
The two.
Well, no, they have that's if you want.
Oh no, that's the
But
other
the
one.
solo ones only come
Solo
with
ones with the mags, yeah.
But that's fine. I like the mags.
Dude, I think that's a great price for the Street Pop.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. And like most people ride solo. Like people.
I would still change a seat.
Yeah, yeah.
That seat's horrible.
But everybody changes seats.
I know.
So the fact that some people are like, oh well, this
Well,
seat, dude, come on, you change out the seat regardless.
The Heritage you buy because you're going to ride 2 up, so you're losing the pillion, you're losing the windshield, which.
But not everybody rides 2 up though. Like how many people do you not know that have Road Glides, Street Glides, or Heritages?
Like I said, our group, everybody rides solo. I don't know anybody besides me that rides 2 up.
Right.
And my wife, 99.9% of the time, my wife doesn't ride with me, but she rides more than anybody else's ride.
My wife has been on my bike
Twice.
I could probably count in one hand. She's just not into it.
Yeah,
she's just not into it, you know?
Yeah, like when you were in Milwaukee, you picked her up at the airport.
You know, so whatever.
See, my wife would be the same way. If like we were going to Sturgis or somewhere, she'd be like, I'll fly there and meet you.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pick her up at the airport.
But the solo package, I think is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's something,
awesome.
but they're really not giving you anything because they added shit last year. Now they just moved it back to the 24 price.
Yeah, but when you compare the solo package to like if you're gonna get the bike regular,
$2,000 difference, it's a big deal. 1,000 on the Street Bob.
1,000 on the Street Bob.
But you're not really losing much on the Street Bob. You're losing what that little pad, which is horrible.
Yeah, but then if you want the regular Street Bob, you're paying $1,000 more, and then if you want a nice paint job, that's another $300 to $600 more, plus a few of the little things, you know. So it's like, I'd rather go with the solo package.
Yeah.
Like if I was buying a bike right now today,
yeah, Street Bob.
I think I'd go with that Street Bob, or that Heritage.
Yeah.
The Heritage I think is a pretty good solid deal as well.
I think what they have to do with the Heritage is they have to update it, like shorten the fenders a little. Not crazy, but just like half the size.
I think they should keep the Heritage the way it is, and I think they could also make a sport heritage, like you know, have 2 options to it: a classic and then a sport version of it.
That would be cool. Heritage Classic, Heritage Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. It's a good idea. I think that we're gonna make another video on that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so we spoke about the launch video, we spoke about the package, the colors, and then 2026 in January for Chapter 2 is when they're going to be unveiling the new bikes, which if you guys go on the website, you see them, they're covered
like 10
up.
models.
Is that what you're saying?
10. That's what I saw. I counted 10 under covers. There's 3 trikes.
You think there's going to be like a street, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a Street Glide trike now.
There's Street Glide trike, or whatever they call it, Ultra trike. The Road Glide 3. There's Road Glide 3, Street Glide 3, and then Street Glide Ultra, and actually there's a CVO one too. So actually,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then
the Street Glide ST.
Yeah.
Which would be really cool.
And then I'm pretty sure
Road Glide ST.
Yeah.
Road Glide CVO. And Street Glide CVO.
Probably Street Glide CVO.
I think an Ultra CVO.
And maybe, I mean, they've been doing Pan America CVOs. They did it last year.
The Pan America, they're doing a limited. But it looks like the same thing. With
it looks like the same thing, yeah.
Under the covers, it looks the same.
We'll see.
Yeah. Which makes sense, because they did the CVO 2 years in a row. So.
Yeah. I mean, and then we got to talk about what was rumored to come out now in the fall time, which is a Sprint.
Yeah.
Because...
it's not there.
Yeah, and then the video, Bill Davidson was like, oh, well, there's some stuff coming out, but then there's some other surprises and stuff.
They'll probably announce that. I'm thinking if they don't do it in January, they're going to do it at the Homecoming. I hope not that long, though. That would kill half the year.
Nah, I think they'll probably launch everything right there and then in January.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, everybody's crying about the Road King now because the Road King's gone. The special's gone, everything's gone.
Well, who knows? That could be part of the Chapter 2, you know?
Could be a Road... Well, they didn't show it on the covers.
Revamped or something, you know, it could be covered up. It could be...
like a Road King ST would be pretty cool.
It could be a thing. Who knows?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going for something like that.
I'm looking forward to Chapter 2. I want to see.
I'm very disappointed in Chapter 1, so I'm hoping Chapter 2 is like much better.
I mean, Chapter 1's supposed to be like a soft opening type of thing. Like, hey, these are the carryover colors.
Yeah, carryovers.
And this is what we're doing. But the big stuff always comes out in January.
The paint's like, they only did like 6 models of paint. They cut their paint way. Dude, they used to, back in the 90s, there was like...
there was a lot more paint options.
Oh my God, and there was custom options on top of
Yeah.
that, and custom options, and limited edition options.
Yeah.
Like I have the limited edition option on my Fat Boy, and my brother has it on his Heritage.
Yeah.
The
But
flame job or whatever.
We'll see. Maybe there's something else, other colors.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
I think that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Got some other new stuff we'll touch later on that with the bikes and us and all that stuff. We'll touch base on that later down the road. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the video, what you guys think about the launch. Are you looking forward for chapter 2 or you're not? And then we'll start a discussion. It's gonna be it. Like always, let the force be with you. Bike safe. Enjoy the ride, baby.
Peace.
Peace.